Hey collective, welcome to Copper Visions. So, sitting down, getting ready for this reading, I pulled an archetype card, and the one arrived. I'm not too sure if I am the one for you, but take it or leave it. But you might be getting ready for something like a date or a dinner or something like that. You know what you're getting ready for. You might have just put your pants on, actually. I wanted to really get into this energy again. I've done a reading today. I was hoping that the light, that I could do both, be like in the dark room and like the light outside. It's just so bright. The sun is just so bright. And so wherever you are, I hope you know that you shine so much brighter than you think you do. And whether you are in union or not with your one person that you so will love for the rest of your life, forever and ever, know that you are actually the one for you. And as cheesy as that sounds, what I really mean to say is that you are the master giver and receiver. And there is something very, very special about you as the gem. Also wanted to say hi. As well as the vow. And there's actually a card behind it, and I'm not sure what it is. But before I reveal, I wanted to acknowledge that the gem you have within, your abundance of experiences, of mainly all of the experiences that you kind of maybe wish you weren't going through when you were going through them, well, they created a lot of pressure on you, and they turned, if not all of you, at least part of you, into a gem. You might consider yourself a diamond in the rough, but I don't see anything rough about you. Because what's behind what's behind the vow is the heart. So you might be vowing to the one that is you. You might be choosing yourself, is what I'm saying. And I went to grab my tarot cards just a second ago, and they all flew on the floor. There was only 3 that were dramatically tossed away from the rest, and I wanted to show you what these were. First, the Page of Cups. So, an emotional truth, perhaps, being revealed by someone or something, maybe a movie. I recently watched, and I didn't even know this was a movie, and I don't even know what the name of it was called, but it must have had Billie Jean King in it, because it was about that tennis player who won the battle of the sexes. And it was very equal rights oriented, of course. I mean, female empowerment forever and ever and always, please. The 8 of Wands. It's fast moving energy, just like the energy of a tennis ball getting hit with a racket, right? Really fast, coming at you. And the 3rd card was Judgment. Sorry about the glare, but yeah, Judgment. Okay, I'm like always checking for nude people on these cards. I don't know what this is going to be. That is the question of the hour. And for some reason, I also have the Queen of Pentacles here. And so you might have just seen the reading prior to this, but this has to do with the refinement of personal perspective. The way that you see yourself has drastically changed very recently. And it's not like you are only now acknowledging your star power, but it is only now that you are actually able to take action, take up space, not make yourself more palatable for those around you in regards to your intimidatingly beautiful, might I say, presence. So, what is the Judgment about? Can you clarify this Judgment card, please, Spirit? I'd like to know what is this awakening about? The Magician, your power to create? Your power to use your resources? Like the master manifester you are? Is there anything else, Spirit, you'd like us to know? I mean, what is collective creating right now? What is this viewer creating? Ooh, there's one card that wanted... Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you're persevering, that's for sure. The Nine of Wands has wanted to come out a lot, though, so... It's just that time, isn't it? Timing kind of is everything. It's like... It's almost like... At the end of the day, it's all about the timing. So if you're feeling resistant about a specific timing, know that it's a time to unburden your expectation, or unburden yourself from the expectations you've maybe placed on a certain thing, or remove them before you go on your date. If you're going. Oh, the 9 to the 10. So something's coming to an end, though. Maybe whether that's you being single or you being oh wow, and the Star. Any smaller than what you would actually... Let me backtrack. You are done playing small. You are done settling. That is coming to an end. Whether with someone or not, I would say that's the meat of the situation. That is the gold that you have. That is the gem that you have been refining. The Star. The Star wanted to say hello to you, beautiful collective. Birds could be very significant. Maybe you've seen a fair amount of birds recently. The Fool. Yeah, starting something new. For sure. The Two of Wands. Something that you've envisioned with yourself or another. What is this vision? And I'm seeing, honestly, and I'm seeing this card too, Focus on the Light, right in front of me. But when I said, excuse me, the vision, it was almost like this card was like, she's literally focused on a vision. It's like you don't really know what it is from the outside, but she knows what she's looking at. Or at least she's curious about it. Oh, wow. And there's a card that flipped over without me realizing, the Page of Swords. This definitely has to do with some information being revealed to you. Whether it's good or bad, I don't really know, but with what I see here, with the heart and the vow, I don't think it's anything bad. The Nine of Wands, if anything, like the energy you've been moving through has been the challenge. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it's been a challenge, right? So why did Collective put their pants on? Oh God, to be ready for this tower. Okay. Why? Why? Victory, the Six of Wands. You've made it? The Page of Cups, yet again. I had put him back and he came out again. Promise. Ooh, okay, I wanted to see. Something's been revealed. I'm sorry. Whoa, something will be revealed, but something has been hidden from you for a little while. And justice. Justice was in between you and this truth. So, about a connection. Six of Cups. So I had the Six of Cups here, right? The Justice didn't even, like the Justice flew out from the middle, and the Seven of Swords was on top of that. So I actually want to see the Eight of Cups. Like a truth about maybe someone walking away from someone else or something like that. I don't want to feed any false hopes or like delusions. That's not my intention. However, right now, I do feel like I'm giving myself an incredible amount of freedom. So you might be feeling like you're giving yourself an incredible amount of freedom that you almost aren't sure what to do with. But I think this freedom has to relate to you being your authentic, unbridled self. Unbridled. Well, and I feel really encouraged to check the time stamp on here right now. 9:15 could be significant. Well, 9:20 right now is very significant. That is actually the card of like being swept off your feet. The card? That's the number of being swept off your feet. Did I say the card? Is there a card about being swept off your feet, Spirit, that you can show us right now from what I'm shuffling? Okay, what came out? Release the dark wound, let love in. Oh, wow, okay. So the most romantic thing you could do is see the true you. Okay, I want to read this. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. Trust your inner vision of yourself, your life, your path, your destiny. You are capable of a radical self-empowerment that accommodates rigorous self-analysis and generous self-compassion. When you truly behold yourself, you will recognize your darkness and your light, and know yourself to be love. Own yourself, your motivations, your intentions, and your truth. You were born divinely decreed to be you. You are the one. You are the one for you. Period. This is about allowing the belief that you are alone to be destroyed once and for all. You really are never alone. And I think you know that. It doesn't hurt to ask for confirmation. And as soon as I said that, I saw a white feather. So you might see feathers on the ground, or feathers in the air, or something like that. Birds, right? And even the vow has this bird flying. A very tight grasp. There's a very tight grasp that someone wants to have with you. Because the energy that you're embodying right now is the energy of the maiden. And the maiden is very actually, well, connected to her wisdom and her youth, regardless of gender. So I'm going to get a clarifying card just for this tower again, because it felt like it kind of came and went. Okay. You might get news from your family, though, for some reason. That's what I'm getting. Or you might have news to tell your family. Okay. Spirit, can we get one card? Okay. Not one card, but 3. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting a channel of someone's been on their way for a while. Sailor, guidance, perception, wayfinding. Someone's been looking for you. Someone's been hoping to find you. Maybe they haven't been sure. Interpretation, divination, belief, because they've been through their own awakening of what true alignment is for them. And I think that they've maybe been relying on the fact that they have a feeling you stay positive and hopeful and optimistic no matter what. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this looks like a moonbow to me. A rainbow at night. It isn't quite called a rainbow, but it's a moonbow. And if you've seen a reading where I mentioned that before, there's definitely a connection there. I think I'll go ahead and leave that link in the description box. So, collective, let's see. That was supposed to be for the tower. So this is definitely a union of sorts. And I just see XXX on the number for the 1. And you could take that however that lands. Blossoming, one with self. Here you are, you've made it. I mean, the more you practice, like, let's be real for a second. Like, the more you practice being in love with yourself, the sooner this union will happen. And the less you'll even care about the timing. Because like we said earlier, right, it's about timing. I mean, it could be as simple as that. It really can. Change, but this is a time of change. And I see 2 people's faces on either end of this. What is it? What are they calling it? Butterfly, twin jet. It's like a nebula of sorts, but it looks like an explosion. It's like a supernova. The song Collide might be significant to you. I'm forgetting what movie it was made for, but it was like Queen and Slim or something like that, where, oh my god, these like tragic lovers, like they fall in love, and then they both, I think they both, oh my God. Well, let me finish that thought. It's unrequited love, excuse me. That's all I'm getting. Something about that. Yes. Just wanted to confirm what I was feeling. Yes. Wow. So be careful about who you're assigning this meaning to. 5:36 on the clock. This feels significant. If your name could be Kate. 127 though is also a number that's been very, very prevalent, and I haven't remembered to say it, or it hasn't come through in a reading until now. So 127. Simple as that. The cards I've been holding on to are, again, the vows. Another vow card came out. So I'm not making this up, right? Right, Spirit? Yes. Please, best interest in mind for collective. And balance. Balance. Yeah. Vows and balance. You and commitment. You and commitment. There's something about you and commitment that is very complex. You commit when you know what you're getting yourself into. But I'm hearing you're finally willing to take a risk of not really knowing all the details because you feel so aligned. And only that, then and only then is that even possible. Wow. I want to finish this reading off though, because it feels very powerful, and I want to leave you feeling empowered. I want to feel you leaving. I want to feel you leaving. Wow, well, that's a connection right there. Okay, well, I don't know where that card went. Oh. Ooh, so in your feminine, this is what you feel into. Let me make sense of that. The card was under my left foot, the left side of the body, feminine, right side, masculine. And so when something's right under your foot, what are you doing? Shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive, pay it forward. So just get into a receptive mode, collective, because you're about to receive some type of news, some type of information, some type of something that's going to feel like a tower, a good tower. And it has to do with you as a gem. You are more than worthy of this, collective, and you've been preparing for this for a long time. So don't discredit yourself or feel any less worthy than you should be, because you 100% are. And just breathe. Just breathe through it. Anything else, Spirit, you want me to tell collective before we go? You can face any mountain, because facing yourself was the hardest thing you had to do in this life, and you've done it. It's a continual practice. I was going to say proposition, but it's the one that you know is worthwhile. All right, collective, that's all I have for you today, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.